7 on this border battle Saturday. I just ripped my rubber club. Oh, goodness sakes.
You'll be
What's going
fine.
to happen? Carl Nelson with the Imagination Station. He's the chief scientist, and boy, this could spell disaster for me. Huh?
You'll be okay. It's totally non-toxic. It's just because it's going to get a little bit messy.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about how movie special effects people make snow on the sets without having to actually make snow.
Right.
Okay. And it's all tied up in this compound called sodium polyacrylate. Okay. It's a super absorbent polymer.
Right. It doesn't look like there's much in there.
There's not much in there, and I got like 14 ounces of water here. I'm just going to add the water to this. And you see why it's called a super absorber, because in a matter of seconds, I'm going to hand this to you. Go ahead and hold that. It can gel up the water and turn it into this almost solid-like stuff.
It's gelling like Magellan.
Exactly. And what's happening there, science-wise, is that it's a polymer. It's a tangle of all these chains of molecules. And inside, when we add it to the water, there's some sodium. That sodium dissolves, releasing locations where water molecules can get stuck to the polymer. And you got to imagine millions of these things all tangled together. They're going to start to grow, and they contain the water, and they latch it into this gel.
Okay.
Okay? Now, remember, it's the sodium that came out that allows all those little sites to hold the water.
This is how Carl gets his ideas, too. He just pulls it over his head like a light bulb.
Exactly. Poke yourself in the eye. If we were to add more sodium to this stuff, we could actually reverse the process. We could neutralize the polymer.
Oh, all right.
Stick your hands out here.
Yeah.
This is where it gets messy. So I'm going to give you the gel, okay?
So we're going to turn this back into
What we're going to do is we're going to
something.
add an excess of sodium with some table salt. So I'm just going to sprinkle this on top. Tilt your hands down a little bit so the camera can see. I'm going to smush that in there. Now, the sodium ions are going to move into the polymer, and they're going to start to release the water. They're going to actually neutralize the polymer so that it can't hold the water anymore.
Is this what happens to snails when you put salt on them?
Well, it's an interesting idea. But you know what? This is what happens with diapers.
Oh.
Okay, this material is used in baby diapers, and urine has about a 1% sodium content. So instead of absorbing like what you just saw, 800 times its volume in water,
Right.
diapers can only absorb about 60 times. Still enough absorbency, but that urine is actually that sodium content is really an important consideration.
I'm glad it's not urine.
That's not urine. No, that's just sodium right there. Okay, so how does this get us to snow, right? You take this same polymer and you cross-link it a little bit differently, and you get what's called Insta-Snow. So I'm going to give you a bucket of water.
Okay. This is just regular water.
Just regular water, and this is again, the super absorber, but it's been cross-linked to form tiny little spheres instead of a gel. So let's just go ahead and pour our water in, get it to mix up there. And what'll happen in about half a second or so, or a couple seconds, is that it'll start to absorb. Those little granules are going to start to swell up like this.
Okay.
They're going to start to contain the water.
Here it comes.
And we can even make a mess here on the table. If we turn this slightly, you can see we start to generate all sorts of little clumps that look and feel that stuff. What does it feel like?
It feels like a Griswold family Christmas because this is what they would put on the ground, right?
You could actually do that. You could actually sprinkle this on the ground, and what's cool about it is it'll absorb water, but then over time, it will turn back into the dry powder, so it's a little bit reusable.
And you can easily blow it off with a leaf blower then.
Well, the problem is that you'll blow it off to your neighbor's yard, and then it'll dry out, and then when it rains again, it'll rehydrate and turn back into snow.
Ooh,
so it takes a little while for it to break down. It does break down because of the UV light in the air.
It's
eventually.
the newest scientific prank. I just had a snow job on my lawn. All right, thanks very much, Carl. If you want to check out all his mad scientific concoctions, you can see him at the Imagination Station. We've got the hours here for you. That's at 1 Discovery Way downtown, Tuesday to Saturday, 10 to 5, Sunday, noon to 5, and all kinds of crazy Christmas-themed things happening down there this month.
Absolutely. You can even pick up Insta-Snow at our store.
Ooh, excellent. All right, thanks very much, Carl. That was this week's Imagine-It's. We're going to turn it now over to sports.
The Mackey's title up for grabs on the east end of Lake Erie. Falcons at Buffalo. Winner plays Northern Illinois at a warm Ford Field. Pick up the pictures in the second half. Falcons trail 7-3. And the second half team known as BGSU comes alive. Matt Johnson to Sean Joplin. Touchdown. Falcons up 3. 6 minutes later, Travis Green carries the pigskin in for 6 and a 17-7 advantage. Falcons win 24-7 to claim the Mackey's title for the first time since 2003. Northern Illinois up next a week from Friday, this past Friday, last night at Ford Field. Back in Ohio, Rockets trying to bounce back from that loss to NIU. Toledo at Akron. The Zips gave Michigan a game earlier this season. Same with the Rockets Friday afternoon, down 14 with 5.5 to play. They scored twice, including this Mark Remy 3-yard run with 59 seconds left. That cuts it to 2. Rockets go for 2. TO's pass on the mark, but incomplete. Rockets lose 31-29 at Akron. UT finishes the season 5-3 in the conference. High school pigskin, Division III state semifinal in Lima. Clyde has Trotwood Madison, who lost to Central Catholic last season for the title. Of course, Clyde just knocked off Central last Friday. First drive of the game, Rams move the ball down the field and score for an early 7-zip lead. Late in the first quarter, Clyde down 14-love. Flyers QB Tim Hoppe finds Derek Gray heading toward the sideline for a catch. That sets up a 48-yard toss to Blake Miller, but the Rams just too much. Clyde falls 54-7. Great season for the Flyers, especially since they have a first-year head coach. Santa in Wapakoneta for a Division VI state semifinal between Wayne Trace and Mechanicsburg. All Raiders in Auglaize County. Colby Spees has a great mobile plan. Unlimited minutes to find a wide-open Corbin Showalter. Wayne Trace moves on to the state championship against Kirtland with a 57-10 victory. State championship weekend in Michigan at Ford Field. Clinton has Ithaca for the Division VI state title. Both teams undefeated. Clinton down 14-zip early, but how about Matthew Sexton returning this punt, 86 yards. It's his only punt return all day, and it sure is special for a touchdown. Clinton even converts the two-point conversion for a 15-14 halftime lead. Clinton leads by 1 in the third after this Colin Pori TD run, but Ithaca scores 20 unanswered from there to win 41-22. Great season, though, guys, as they finish with a 13-1 record. And Bowling Green, speaking of Ford Field, Bowling Green State University back in the MAC championship game. Of course, they'll play Northern Illinois this coming Friday at 8 p.m. again in Detroit.
All right, go Falcons. Thanks, Steve. The time now, 9:53 here are your action news alerts this morning. 33 people are dead after a plane crash near Johannesburg, South Africa. We're going to get to that story you just saw in a moment. But everyone on board of the Mozambique airliner is dead. Police say the plane crashed at a national park and there were no survivors. And back to that video, some early morning holiday shopping turned to chaos at a mall in Pennsylvania. This was cell phone video taken from inside the Franklin Mills Mall in Philadelphia. This was right around 2 o'clock yesterday morning. One of the women in the video even broke out a stun gun, according to witnesses. However, mall management says the fight broke up quickly and no one used that stun gun. Christmas has come to the White House. First Lady Michelle Obama and daughters Sasha and Malia welcomed the official White House Christmas tree yesterday morning. It's 18.5 feet. It's a Douglas fir. It came from the Crystal Spring Tree Farm in Layton, Pennsylvania. The tree was hauled up the White House driveway by a horse-drawn wagon. It will be on display in the Blue Room. I don't know if that's near the Oval Room, Oval Office. But time now is 9:54. We are counting down to the Border Battle kickoff show as we take a live look over our Tarta Tower cam. Thanks for waking up with us.
Where we are is who we are. Now, it's time. So rise.
Holiday shopping is almost here, so let me help you get a jump on it during our 7th annual Christmas Cash Extravaganza. Just purchase any select new Hyundai or Kia and receive up to $5,000 in Christmas cash. Looking for a new car under 12 grand? How about a brand new Hyundai Accent or Kia Rio, only $11,898? I'm out to help as many people have their best Christmas ever. But hurry, this offer ends at 6 p.m. on November 30th. Drive away your brand new Hyundai or Kia today and take home $5,000 Christmas cash. I'm Steve Taylor and I'm a dealer for the people.
Today's schedule brought to you by Buckeye Cable System, home of the fastest and #1 internet in town.
Buckeye Store and More in Sylvania is Northwest Ohio's only complete collegiate store with over 2,000 unique Buckeye products and Nike and Adidas gameware. Come on, don't shop for gameware where you bought your turkey or fertilizer. The Buckeye Store and More also sports Wolverine, Spartan, Irish, Rocket, Falcon, and Tigers fan zones. Everyday doorbusters start at $3 and we offer 10% store-wide savings. Look for Big Brutus on our roof in Sylvania by Ralphie's.
How far will Jet's Pizza go to ensure that this is the best tasting pizza you can buy?
Feel the tension leave your body.
The cows that produce our cheese are the happiest cows on the planet.
Relax.
Some days, they even watch TV.
You're weightless, floating.
Happy cows make better milk. Better milk makes tastier cheese. That's what's on every Jet's Pizza. Right now, get Jet's exclusive 8-corner pizza for just $10.99. 8 tasty, crispy corners, only at Jet's.
Let's get
T-minus 3 minutes, Ross, until our big border battle kickoff show, but then we've got 2 hours to the kickoff itself.
That's true, and the weather is looking good. Chilly for today, 35 degrees for the kickoff, 37 at halftime, and we will have a fair amount of sunshine in there. 39 for the high in Ann Arbor. That'll be when the game gets over. Here's a look at that extended forecast. Warming up later this week, 50 by the time we get to Thursday, and then a drop on Friday. We'll have some colder weather, a little bit of rain mixing with snow.
All right, well, I hope you're mixing up that crock pot confectionery that we saw Rebecca Rainier whipping up, and maybe you can just heat it up and keep it tuned right here, because we've got all of your pregame action right here on 13 ABC. We've got the entire sports staff ready to tell you all about the big border battle, and then the border battle itself. You can watch it from the confines of your own house, the best seat in the house right here on 13 ABC.
He will give his wife a gift.
Building the Ferris wheel. That's where we got engaged.
This town will never forget.
You like the spark in my bonfire heart.
Hallmark Hall of Fame's Christmas in Conway, Sunday at 9/8 Central on ABC.
The Black Friday sale continues now through Monday at Value City Furniture. Hurry in and get an additional 10% off your purchase or 48-month special financing. Don't miss the final hours of the Black Friday sale at Value City Furniture or online.
All right. Fiddlesticks at Levis Commons is a funky gift boutique full of pizzazz and designed for the fun-loving holiday shopper like you. You'll find Vera Bradley, troll beads, chameleon jewelry, and unique gifts galore. Plus the area's largest selection of Alex and Ani bracelets and personalized holiday ornaments and gifts that will delight everyone on your list. Fiddlesticks is your Vera Bradley destination. Come see the new winter collections. Visit us this holiday season in Perrysburg at Levis Commons or visit us on Facebook.
To most of us, the holidays mean family, friends, and food. But for the homeless and poor, the holidays too often mean only hunger and despair. But you can help. For just $1.68, you can provide a meal and hope to one of the hundreds of people in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan who will seek help at Cherry Street Mission Ministries this holiday season. Please, give generously and God bless you.
Come explore the glass creations at Copper Moon Studio on Airport Highway. Voted best place to buy local art. You can find the perfect gift, and we feature custom designs too. Check out coppermstudio.com and make the season special with glass art from Copper Moon Studio.
Hurry to the Black Friday mattress sale at Value City Furniture and get a memory foam pillow for under $10. Plus, choose from 3 of our best-selling queen mattress sets, each just $6.99. Or enjoy 48-month special financing only at Value City Furniture.
Donate today to